Only me. Okay, this one. Okay, so hello. So this was yesterday. So if you know or don't know, I trade the EURUSD exclusively. I don't see any point in fucking around with anything else. It's the best. What's the word? Like, it's got great. Like, the liquidity is very high, so the spreads are nice and tight. While during peak sessions, the volatility is great, and everything's correlated. So you might as well stick to one that's like a bit more secure, whatever the right word is, just a bit more fundamental. Anyway, so this was my session yesterday, 25th. As you may or may not know, I trade between 1:30 and 4 when I find we have the most volatility. It's a 5-minute chart. So obviously what I see coming into the day is we've kind of taken out these lows here and we've rallied up. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. We've probably got a pullback and we're going to carry on rallying. Like, it's bullish, basically. So, right or wrong, I've got my sentiment, which is bullish, but it's kind of stagnating. So I'm waiting for it to pull back. So that's it. And what I'm looking at, right, what I'm quite keen on is this fair value gap in there. Okay, so I'm thinking brilliant, which also lines up very nicely with this previous resistance, right? So I'm quite transfixed on this level, right? So I'm looking around here. Now let's go down to the 1-minute chart. So that's all well and good. That's where we are now. Bear with me. Here we go. So, right. So what? 1 minute is to get that bit more granular. That's what I enter on the 1 minute. But I'm really trading the 5 minute. Anyway, so what happens is I come down to the 1 minute and now I see this bloody fair value gap, right? So then there's this, okay? So that's why that is a valid trade. I mean, that is very valid, yeah? So you see this trade here that fails. So anyway, fine. We come down, we touch on it once, we touch on it twice, and then it rips up. So fine. That's great. Perfect. Good trade. Well done. Congratulations. Doesn't matter that price then immediately showed its pants, because I was quite aware that we've come down, lower low, lower high, broken down again. So I'm a little bit dubious, but this sentiment, the overall strength of the bulls throughout the London session kind of gives me more bias towards bullish. So anyway, come down, hit this fair value gap, shoot up, perfect, good trade. Not unhappy with that. But if I was on the other side of it, and I'm sure some people were, you would have sold here, because again it comes up and fills in this inefficiency. We're fine here. Like, price is, you got to think of price as like painting a wall, and you don't just give it one coat, you got to give it lots of coats. So like, we've painted all this price, we've painted this price. Here you've got one stroke, so you need to paint this all in again, so it gets painted in, right? And now we're off to the races. So that would have been a beautiful short. Unfortunately, I'm on the other side of things, because I'm a bull for today. So anyway, we then come down here, entering my fair value gap from the 5-minute chart, again at this level of previous resistance, which probability says could flip into support. Anyway, dip below it, and see, this is an issue of mine. It doesn't confirm, it doesn't pull up, come back down, make a higher low, and then take off, say this, say that. what it does is comes down, just pulls back, and I just flip and buy it. I guess I actually see that shooting star, which isn't a bad shout. See, these aren't terrible trades. See that shooting star there, right? So that shooting star, fine, go in, but like just completely annihilated back down, just the 1 minute as well, down. So by this point, obviously I'm 2%, 2R down, right? And now I think obviously I'm still watching, and I start to see this consolidation happening. And luckily sort of realize, okay, we're probably turning. So I'm just watching this consolidation, which is a rounded bottom for some people, or it's just a head and shoulders pattern. Because if you, tell you what, I wonder if this might show, well, yeah, look at that. It's basically it's just a reversal pattern anyway, a rounded bottom, if you know it. So now I'm watching this, we create this neckline, and then once we get this little wick as well, which is it helps the theory. So then once we pull up here, come back, I commit basically, and then right. So what I actually did at that point was set my target to 3R. Okay, so my target was actually up here, if not higher. It was about there anyway. 3R, because I'm thinking I've lost 2%. I want a green day. I want to make a percent. And I think what I'm thinking is that we're going to rally again. So we're going to come down, and then we're going to do this again. So I'm thinking what's probable is this, which isn't ridiculous. But we come up, it dicks around here, it comes up once and it comes up again, and I think I just sort of have a word with myself and just actually cut at 2%. Just thinking like, don't be greedy. And thank fuck I did, right? Because it didn't make new highs. It just fucking sold off into obscurity. So I literally just caught that, and that was like, it wasn't getting any higher for the rest of the day. So important lesson for me there is to stick to your plan, stick to the 2R. It doesn't matter that you've lost money. You don't start changing the rules, because that is a form of revenge trading, and not good. And also, just quickly, just something to note as well. It's always worth checking both time frames, because when I got in, you can see I got in on this like bullish engulfing spinning top. Is it spinning top? Not spinning top. A doji. I'm not sure. But what it says is after this sell-off, we've then got pure indecisiveness, which does indicate a reversal. So, that helped obviously, and that again like strengthened my argument for it shooting all the way up. But that didn't happen. Luckily, I just thankfully stuck to my rules, and then I was flat for the day. So I think I made 0.38%, which isn't fucking terrible. I mean, I'll take that every day for the rest of my life. Absolutely fine. Yeah, that's it. Basically, if there is anyone, like I do these for me, but if there is anyone, because I see people do watch these from time to time, if you do, drop me a comment or a message or something, and let's have a chat, because it'd be good to sort of speak to people. If I can help in any way, then please shout. But yeah, all right. I hope that's good. Take care, and I'll see you probably tomorrow. Blah.